The week that was.
My iPhone's trying to tell my MacBook what to do because that's what the iPhone does. So I put my iPhone on there and suddenly everything's like bing, ding, bing. It's like these two entities are talking to each other now.
Allman in the morning.
We got this O'Keefe tape, which is proving essentially the Democratic National Committee, with the approval of the Hillary Clinton campaign, paid homeless people and mentally ill people to harass Trump supporters in lines. And I'm looking at tape of Donald Trump on a bus.
Allman in the morning.
Then you have Republicans sitting on the sidelines with two pieces of evidence of corruption on the part of the Hillary Clinton campaign, also the attempts to suppress voters in the expression of their free speech at rallies. And where are the Republicans who couldn't run to a microphone fast enough after this dumb tape came out from 11 years ago? But where are they now?
Allman in the morning.
When Gloria Allred pops into the game, now you know. First of all, A, she's lying, and B, it's gotten into silly season.
Allman in the morning.
Randy Tobler.
What's going on at the highest levels of the Democratic Party? We're talking about an existential threat to democracy and the constitutional republic, and it's about time that Americans pounce on that and tell Bill and Hillary Clinton and John Podesta and the rest of them where they can go.
Allman in the morning.
Stuart, what a great friend of the show and a good guy, and I know you all know him because every time he would call, as I've said, it was one of those drop the mic moments.
Allman in the morning.
A high official such as the Undersecretary of State contacts the FBI, offers favors in return for the FBI turning something into unclassified from classified. That sounds highly corrupt. That's what's going on right now as we get closer to the head of the snake.
Allman in the morning.
Us millennials get a bad rap, but some of us are paying attention out here.
Kayla, the millennial, investigating evil all across the United States of America.
Allman in the morning.
It's turning out that the Democrats are the ones who are the aggressive people. They're the ones who are rigging elections and firebombing political offices, beating up on, provoking Americans who are trying to exercise their freedoms.
Allman in the morning.
Obama gets up there and starts to wag his finger Obama! At everybody worried about voter fraud. Then this tape comes out and makes a total fool of him, and rightly so.
Allman in the morning.
As promised, I wore the Cleveland Indians victory pants. Yeah! Well, and that's why I had to find some excuse to wear these, because I got these pants. I'm thinking, am I just going to walk in one day?
Celebration of the Indians win.
Right, exactly.
Allman in the morning.
The reality is, this idea that Jeb Bush and Paul Ryan have, that somehow once the election's over, that if Trump loses, that they've just kind of gotten that out of their hair, they're out of their mind. They'll go the way of the Whigs.
Allman in the morning.
Trump has bought Chinese steel and aluminum. In fact, the Trump Hotel right here in Las Vegas was made with Chinese steel.
Why wouldn't it be? Chinese steel is cheaper.
Allman in the morning.
That Hillary Clinton, Tim Kaine bus that dumped poop into the storm sewer is so symbolic of what they're doing to their own people and to this country.
Allman in the morning.
These appearances are being laundered through the mainstream media that wants to kill this candidacy off and say that Trump doesn't talk about the issues. The hell he doesn't talk about the issues.
Allman in the morning.
All they can talk about is this legitimacy thing. It's like, wait a minute. Al Gore didn't accept the legitimacy of the election. Jeb Bush doesn't accept the legitimacy of the election. And Donald Trump should have just said, last time you tried to push me around into getting on board with one of your memes, it was the pledge. I signed it, and no one else honored it.
Allman in the morning.
It is a shame what the media has undertaken in our society, in our culture now, and the role they have in influencing opinion.
Allman in the morning.
Another guy emailed me and said, please stop talking about the election. I don't think I can stop doing that now.
The week that was. Allman in the morning.